see like this part is very dark because there's a lot of ash inside. The others not so dark, you know, some of the parts are super glassy, you know, or it's all glassy. And then you see these white spots. So this is just the white part is the air bubbles that are stuck inside of the ice. So the less air there is in the ice, the more blue it looks when you have clear ice like that. Because when the light shines through, the blue reflects back. So it's basically like the ocean, you know. It's not really blue, you know. Some people think the ice is blue, but it is not blue. It's your eyes that see it. So it is just clear ice. It's all about how the light is affecting it. And we don't really want direct sunlight. A lot of people think, oh, they're missing out because they come here on a cloudy day or the sun is low. It's much better because direct sunlight, it's like overexposing the ice. So then it's completely clear. So it's much better because we don't have that much sun. And it's really pretty now with the sun so low, it gives this golden color. Hopefully you see that as well. But yeah, it's super clear, and we have a lot of ice here because, you know, you're not gonna fall through. So even if you jump, you know, it's not frozen water. We have probably 30 meters of ice below our feet, solid ice. So you're not gonna fall through. You know, if there's a hole, you might fall into the hole, you know, if you're not careful, but you're not gonna fall through the ice because this is just compact snow. So if you look up in the mountains, that's where it's accumulating. You know, you have a lot of snowfall. When you have a lot of snow coming down, you know, eventually it gets really heavy and it squeezes into ice. And the definition of a glacier is when the ice starts to move because of its own weight. So it's sliding down here from the mountains, just like a river, just very, very slowly. You know, you cannot see it, you can't really hear it. It's just coming slowly down. So the ice on this glacier was snow about 800 years ago up there. So this is the oldest part of Vatnajökull because it's so flat, this part of the glacier. So that's why this is the oldest ice we can find in Iceland. And that's why it's super clear. So it's called crystal because it looks like a crystal. It's really, really beautiful.